just waiting for Tiffany.
Hello.
There we go. Hey.
Hello, hello, hello. Mhm.
Hi, everyone. How are we today?
All right.
Awesome. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Quick Bites class. I would like to welcome you to STROLO U. STROLO U was created at the start of the COVID pandemic, and this was as a way to offer both physical and mental activities and classes to help benefit the cystic fibrosis community through the difficult months while society isolated at home. The CFLF has expanded this program to the spring and fall semester of this year, and we have added new classes incorporating more educational and informative classes. CFLF would like to thank all of the individual supporters and the STROLO U instructors for their participation in making STROLO University a positive resource and experience for people with CF. And always make sure to check our website for updated class schedule. We change the schedule every 2 weeks. And the website is cflf.org/strolo-u. I would like to give a special thanks to our sponsors. Chiesi, Viatris, Nestle Health Science, Translate Bio, and Kruger Health. We thank you for your support. And without you guys, it would be hard to keep this thing going. So thank you. So today we have a special guest. We are going to have Miss Annette Perry teaching us some blender mixes and smoothies. So this is exciting. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So I am a CF sufferer, and today we are mixing it up, doing a chocolate milk, special chocolate milk that I like, especially when I'm feeling a lot of congestion. And besides just being delicious, I put things in it that really help my diet out and help to give a little detoxification and just overall, for me, inflammation reducer. Of course, with anything, you should definitely check with your nutritionist. Be spared with the ingredients. I did not include measurements. As we talk through it, I will definitely go over each thing and why I add it to my drink, because whatever deficiencies you may have, you have to definitely think about that when you are making anything, of course, but also in this particular recipe. So for the recipe, we're using cocoa powder mix. I like dark chocolate. This is just a regular Hershey's cocoa. I have almond breeze as my choice of milk. I also have Kate Farms, because we're always talking about, getting our calories up. So that's something you might want to consider if that's a flavor you like. I try to follow a plant-based diet, so a lot of my things are not with regular cow milk or whole milk, but it is an option. I have nutmeg, ginger, I have vanilla. That's also an option if you're using the Kate Farms vanilla. Don't need it. Cinnamon, sugar, any choice of sweetener is perfectly fine. I do like maple syrup, agave syrup. Those are also great, of course, to your specifications. This is a blended Cmos. Cmos, if anyone's never heard of it before, is as it says, Cmos, and it has a lot and lots of vitamins, lots of zinc, lots of magnesium. It's also a bit heavy with the metals. So if you have any issues with that, any issues with your thyroid, maybe an iron deficiency, those are things you need to research, talk with your nutritionist about. Of course, like I said earlier, certain things you're adding in, like this that I mentioned, even with, one thing I am missing, black pepper. Give me one moment. You know, you want to make sure that you are balanced in your nutrition. So everything that you look up, just kind of do your measuring, because I work very closely with my nutritionist on everything when it comes to my vitamins, my blood work, and what that looks like with my any vitamin deficiencies, magnesium, potassium. Always on the lookout for our AD and K balances. To start, I also have a bit of turmeric, very little. A little goes a long way. Turmeric is very strong. So I will start using my almond breeze. And I measure about, for me, if it was just me, I'd do a cup. Normally I make enough for my household because my daughter really likes it. So I'll probably fill this container about halfway normally. I will buy a container like this, maybe use about half our cereal, and all the rest goes to the cocoa mix. And I'll put it right back in the bottle. So this is about 32 cups. I'm pouring in. I have a Vitamix blender, but any blender works just fine. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the Cmos. This blend is very thick, Cmos, which is another great thing about it. It can be used for everything from dietary supplements, skin creams, hair gel. It has so many uses. So good for the body. I tend to blend it thick because I can then heat it and break it down into something else. The same thing with your cocoa. It can be cooked on the stove to make hot chocolate. So if you do have a high-powered blender, you can also blend it to heat up and break down everything as well. I'm putting in a 1/4 cup of the cocoa powder. Like I said, about a teaspoon of the turmeric. And a hard flip. Now for the black pepper, a sprinkle will do. Now, if you like spicy, go ahead and dump it on in. I've had a spicy cocoa before because I make my own brown black pepper. It's much more cost effective to buy actually peppercorns and grind it down yourself. You end up yielding way more over the course of the life of that container. I actually used that container once to just make my cocoa as my own, and it was too hot for anyone to drink. So a sprinkle of this will go a long way as far as that, inflammation. And of course, when I'm referring to the inflammation, for us, it's the mucus. All these things I put in to really break it down, thin it out, help us to bring it up nice and easy. Ginger, another thing that I really like, so I kind of go heavy-handed with it, but I would recommend a 1/4 of a teaspoon, depending on how much you're making, how many servings you're making. For this demo, I would just put the equivalent of a 1/4. Normally, I do about half of a teaspoon.
I'm sorry. What are you putting in? I apologize. What was it? A little teaspoon of
Ginger.
Okay.
Ground ginger. Vanilla extract. Out. Same thing. 1/4 of a teaspoon vanilla extract. About 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. If you are cooking and nutmeg is a thing that you like, you can definitely add more. But when you're blending, it takes a little longer to break down. You don't want to end up with a lot of granules in the bottom of your cup. So you want to use as little as possible. Okay. Onto our sugar. Again, to your taste. I would say half a cup to a cup, depending on your dietary restrictions, especially for those who have the CF-related diabetes or any other sensitivities when it comes to their sugar intake. Make that a bigger cup. This is about 4 tablespoons. I am not big on sugar, so I like mine a little on the bitter side. So this is about 4 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that up. So I blend for about 30 seconds, and then I taste it. In general, I do a lot of smoothies, and anything over about 30 seconds starts to cook your food. So when it comes to, blending something fresh, you want to be aware of that and add your ingredients accordingly, because you don't want to start to break down the nutrients from the heat of the blades. 30 seconds on this usually good for me. If I want, I'll maybe put it in a mug, go to the microwave for a few minutes, while it's hot. This blend here is very dark. I don't know if you guys can see it here. And that's, again, according to your own specifications on how much cocoa powder you want to use. I love it dark. Very, very, very rich. I want to see you guys. Let me see your cocoa, if you were able to make it. Ooh, she made a nice tall glass.
I did mine without the cocoa just because I don't really care for chocolate milk. So that's why mine's like still white.
Hey, you can do the same thing with the Cake Farms or one of our other supplements.
Yep, that's what I use.
Yeah, the additional ingredients will definitely help with making. One thing when it comes to adding stuff like this or even regular cow milk, you have to really be mindful of the balance, because some things will kind of create more mucus, especially when it comes to those things that are giving us calories. So you may need to add a bit more of the spicier or hot spices like the pepper and the ginger. Because those things alone, I don't know if you ever ate raw ginger or just maybe like a hot tea with pepper, because there are a few recipes for that. That'll just drain those sinuses on their own. So that's just giving you a little added treat to have a drink like this with those, additives in it. That's it for my class. Does anyone have any questions?
I guess a comment. Thank you. I never thought to do the ginger with the Kate Farms, because I usually just make like a ginger tea, and that's strong in its own. But I like has a nice little bite to it when you add that. And maybe I think I will try it with the cocoa. Maybe make like a hot cocoa drink, because that sounds good.
Yeah, the ginger also really good with digestion. So that's another added benefit.
What's your favorite kind of smoothie to make that you feel maybe is also the most healthiest as well?
Peanut butter smoothie. So I have my peanut butter. I'll have my almond breeze. I'll even make my own almond milk, which, as for my nutritionist, is even better. Bananas. Bananas will be my only sweetener. So I'll put as many bananas as I want to get the flavor I want. And then I will still add my ginger, pinch of pepper. I'll add the Cmos. I'll add the cinnamon. None of that is necessary because it's just delicious on its own. But all those other added benefits. Another blend I'm really into lately, huge for your calorie boost. Bananas again, frozen, blended with the peanut butter or nuts. Basic ice cream. If you freeze it, add a little bit of milk, not too much. You will need, let me get the agitator, 1 second. You would have your agitator, or if you have another type of blender that has something that doesn't hit the blades when you put it in, press the bananas with the milk so it can, get really thick and get that nice smooth consistency. Add your peanut butter. You can add actually a lot of different fats with that because the banana is so strong, it's going to take over the flavor in general. Anything on top of that, cocoa powder, other kind of fruits or berries that are fresh, not frozen. It'll just be like you're making your own ice cream. And besides, you're getting your benefits with your peanut oil. So if you eat some other kind of nut or seed, or sprinkle it on top, the banana and digestion, match made in heaven.
That sounds good. Minus the peanut because I'm allergic, but that sounds really good.
Wait, you're allergic to what?
Peanuts.
What about quinoa?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Something I experimented a lot with lately is grinding the quinoa into powder. So in doing that, you can throw it in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Soup, into the smoothie, into the ice cream.
All right. I'll have to try that. I didn't think of that. All right, yeah.
Yeah. Blender fun. It's just experiment. Just like throw something in the blender, see what you can come up with it. Not always good, but it's always fun to try. Because I honestly don't like cooked quinoa. I know I definitely feel better when I eat that versus like a brown rice, especially when it comes to digestion. Not my favorite flavor, but as the powder, I even made pancakes with it, adding it to the pancake mix with flaxseed. Sometimes I even use like blended spinach with water just to like have for the mix, not for flavor, just extra iron. I passed it over on everyone in the family. I had no idea.
Nice. Yeah, people don't really realize how much you can do with your blender, just like and how nutritious it can really be. Like I always try to mix it up with my smoothie mixes, but I feel like I'm always just using like bananas and strawberries. But I do try I do try like different things. Like I've added like kale and the chia seeds and all that. I never did the quinoa. I have to try that because I never really thought of like adding quinoa, like grounded quinoa to anything. So that's an idea.
It has completely replaced flour in my household. So anything I would use flour for, I use the quinoa powder.
Nice. All right, you taught me something today. I would have never did that. So that's cool. Because I like it, but I can't eat it by itself. I can't just put down some quinoa. Like it has to be mixed with rice or just in some type of meal, pasta, whatever. It always has to be mixed in with something. So grinding it. I might try that today. I'm gonna email you.
Awesome.
How'd you like yours, Matt? Are you frozen? I think Matthew's frozen.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Hi, there you go.
Hi. All right. What's the matter? What did I miss?
We're waiting for you to share with us.
Yeah, I was saying, how was yours? How did yours come out?
It's good. It came out good. I'm a chocolate addict. I love chocolate. So I'm glad I signed up for today. This is something I never really even thought it was something different. You know what I mean? That I would thought would be nice to experience. And I'm glad I did. I've always thought about like healthy smoothies and creative ways to stay healthy and different ways to maybe get nutrients. And this is definitely something different. You know what I mean? Which I'm gonna experiment more now and see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
It came out very good. The ginger has like a kick to it. You know what I mean? I've never had like ginger, but like ground ginger before, like in a shake.
Yeah, ginger is awesome.
It
Yeah,
is.
And I mean, the gut health, the ginger,
It's very healthy.
great for the gut health.
All right, perfect. But yeah, it's nice and chocolatey. I really like it. I even like the glass is like the one I have today comes in handy because it's spring and summer, so it's like
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to have you like come back and give us more of your. I gotta pick your brain for more like different recipes and stuff. Definitely have you back.
It's interesting, definitely.
Right?
Yeah, I like it. This was something very different, and I appreciate it.
You guys are very welcome. Yeah, never stop experimenting. Anyone else have a favorite smoothie?
Emma, did you like it?
I loved it.
Awesome.
Very good.
Hi, Emma. How are you?
Hi.
Where are you joining us from?
What?
Where are you from?
I'm from Augusta.
Maine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thanks.
She's a little shy.
That's cool. I used to be really shy too. Trust. Couldn't get me to talk. What's your favorite type of smoothie? Or what's your favorite type of fruit?
What's your favorite fruit?
Probably apples.
Mm.
Haven't tried an apple smoothie though.
Does anyone know how to make apple pie from scratch?
Yeah.
Never done that.
That's the best. The prep for the apple pie would be delicious as a smoothie. I'm gonna try that
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
a natural breakdown.
Or like
That might be
applesauce.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, applesauce smoothie.
Yeah. Homemade applesauce. Applesauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try and make an apple pie smoothie. I'll let you guys know how it comes out.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's
Definitely.
Maybe that'll be our next class.
I think so. I'll join.
Oh,
This is great. So give me 1 second. I just have to pull up. Where'd it go? There we go. All right. So I just wanted to give one more shout out to our sponsors, Chiesi Viatris, Nestle Health Science, Translate Bio, and Cougar Health. We thank you for all of your support.
yes, thank you. I love this program. I
Very
love
good
that we're
program.
all like, getting together inside and sharing things that are helping us and helping our health.
Definitely.
yes. Thank you.
Yes, it's so great. Like anytime. That's what we're here for. We try to, make it a fun experience. And this whole series will be coming back next semester in the fall, starting October 5th, it should be. Yes. And we're also going to be adding a kids corner to the mix. So it's going to be a bunch of different classes geared to all the kids and teenagers. So definitely check it out, Emma. And come back next week. We will be making, I think it's going to be the picnic special. So get your baskets ready. We're going on a picnic. So join us. We're going to be making little fun bites and stuff. And we are also starting a new a new game for the next upcoming weeks, just because it's CF Awareness Month. So of course we got to do something. So for the next 3 weeks, we will be having what we're calling Watch to Win. So what it is, at the end of each class, it's going to be a word search. So at the end of each class, you're going to get a letter. And at the end of the week, it's going to, after you have all the letters, you're going to figure out what that word is. You're going to email us what the word is. And the first 5 people to email us the word gets a prize.
Nice.
So definitely join in next week and the week after and the week after that. The prizes get better every week. And so tomorrow's classes will be our indoor cycling class, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And at 12 p.m. will be our strengthening and conditioning class with Heather. So if you can join, come and join. And like I said, check the schedule to see more, to get more updates on our classes. And that's going to be at cflf.org/strolo-u. Thank you, everyone. This was so fun.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time. And thank you, CFLF.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.